Says you have got to be able to dance in heels.
It's not that. They're too small.
Well, they didn't used to be.
Pageant perfect.
It was kind of weird that like the mom wanted her daughter to win, and she had to like make it perfect and like take some of her body parts off, and like
Yeah. Not for me. It's not for me.
Well, I think some little girls are actually truly exposed from very young to be so involved in something, to be so important, that maybe it really isn't, but the mother is really the force that, it was kind of like a little bit about abuse and I don't know, a lot of mixed things, and so it exaggerated what really happens, but sometimes those little girl pageants aren't all about fun. And I guess that was like an extreme way of showing it, maybe, kind of.
I felt like all the physical things that were happening were just a metaphor for kind of what was internally happening to the girl, what happens to these girls in these situations. And obviously it was like the mom was trying to vicariously live through her daughter. I think that was the significance of her cutting off her own finger and giving it to her daughter. It's like she saw herself in her daughter or whatever, couldn't do it herself. I think that's a common story with these pageant moms. I don't know.
I think that's an interesting point. I noticed that the only time the mother appears happy and is clapping for her daughter in the audience is when her own body part is on stage. Right? It's like, oh, finally, I'm there.
I felt great sympathy for the little girl. I really hated her mother. I want child services to sweep into that home and take the little girl away, because this child is really being abused. She's being fed a steady stream of toxic messaging about how she's not good enough.
And baby food.
And baby food, and yeah, this is just wrong with what's happening. I wonder why they set it in 1995. That's a question. I don't know.
We can't afford a broken ankle. You can't miss your steps.
I know. I'm sorry.
Well, I did take away from it the vanity that obviously the mother is placing upon her daughter, you know, in order to reflect herself on stage. But I take it also as a metaphor for parenting in general. And I don't think that it's just gender specific to women. I think it's also for men as well. So for instance, in sports, you know, you'll see parents pushing their children to, you know, participate in sports that they don't necessarily or they're not necessarily interested in, or they're not very good at, you know. So I think it's just, for me, a metaphor for parenting in general. Even in academics, you know, I see sometimes that parents will push their children to do things that they're not necessarily interested in or good at, but they push them because it might actually come from a very good place. It might not necessarily come from a negative place, but I think sometimes some self-reflection is necessary.
I thought of the movie as sort of a satire, almost a comedy, to see, I mean, the girl was just a prop. I didn't think she was a real daughter, just to see how much more outrageous things can they get away with it. Because medically, none of those things are possible. So I don't think, it was almost a comedy, very
Very dark comedy.